Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. In this question, you have to tick all the correct statements. So these are the 4 statements underneath written down here. And there are 2 key words within these statements, the word parallel and perpendicular. So you need to know the difference between the word parallel and the word perpendicular. And then you've got to tick the ones which are correct. This is worth 1 mark in the exam. Now it does say statements, that means you're going to be ticking more than one answer. So one of these 2 are going to be correct and one of these 2 because they're in pairs. So parallel, the top 2. And perpendicular. They want to know, you know the difference between parallel and perpendicular lines. So you're going to be ticking one of the top 2 or one of the bottom 2. Your key facts, you need to know what the word parallel means. And parallel lines never meet. So if you think of train tracks, the train lines will never meet each other, otherwise the train will come off the rail. So these are parallel lines. Perpendicular lines are at right angles to each other. So they are at right angles. So like the corner of your table is at 90 degrees. That is perpendicular. Now press pause, see if you can work out which of these statements are correct. Fantastic. So hopefully you've managed to work out which of these 4 are correct and which ones are incorrect. So we're going to start with the top one. The AB is parallel to CD. So I'm just going to highlight A to B and C to D. So you don't have to highlight them, but if it helps you, you can do. But you will find your diagram gets very overcomplicated later on if you've highlighted all of them. So it's probably just worth just going over with your finger, A to B, C to D. Now you can see between A to B and C to D, there is a right angle. Okay, so you can see this right angle in here. So here's the right angle, so that means they are perpendicular. So A to B and C to D are not parallel, so you leave this box empty. The next 2 are G to H and A to B. So G to H is along the bottom and A to B. So you can see that these 2 lines here, one at the top and one at the bottom, these 2 lines will never meet. So these lines are going to be parallel. So that is correct. G to H is parallel to A to B. Give this one a tick. Next, we're looking at C to D is perpendicular to G to H. So C to D is here and G to H is along the bottom. So you can see C to D, G to H. There is a right angle in between these 2. So when I'm looking at my right angle, it means they're perpendicular. So C to D is perpendicular to G to H, so give it a tick. The last one, just to check we're correct or not, E to F. So E to F and C to D are these lines here. You can see these 2 lines will never meet. So these are parallel lines because they will never meet. So E to F is not perpendicular to C to D, they are parallel. If you got these correct, give yourself a big tick. Great work, well done. You can see the mark scheme shows the middle 2 answers as correct for 1M, which means 1 method mark. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.